all reality, we probably should have closed about 2 or 3 years ago. But for the sake of the community and the employees that we have, we were trying to extend it and just propel it down the road a little farther.
Closing by Christmas. A decades-old clothing store in Arthur is closing up shop after serving the community for nearly 60 years. And some sunshine will be serving Central Illinois for several days, Lacey.
That's right, but the real question is, how long will the 60s last? I'll let you know coming up. This is News Watch, and your Wednesday edition starts right now.
A California man is arrested in Effingham with 44 pounds of heroin. Officials say 45-year-old Conrad Valdez of Selma, California, had the drugs in the sleeper of his semi-truck. Police say the 44 pounds of heroin has a street value of about $3.5 million. Valdez is charged with 1 count of controlled substance trafficking and 1 count of possession with intent to deliver a controlled substance. Police say he faces a mandatory minimum sentence of 30 years on the trafficking charge and 15 years on the possession charge. Valdez is set to appear in court on October 6th. The Clark County Circuit Clerk and her daughter are facing criminal charges. Our partner station, WTHI, says Circuit Clerk Kathy Ramsey is facing an official misconduct charge after authorizing overtime pay for her daughter. Officials say Ramsey knew her daughter, Summer Shaw, had not completed the hours. Shaw faces a charge of theft of government property under $500. Records show Shaw accepted the payments totaling $215 between April 30th and May 5th of this year. Both women are set to appear in court on October 2nd. Here's a warning for people headed to the Ohio River in southern Illinois. Public health officials say potential toxins from blue-green algae could show up in the river. Officials say a bloom hasn't been confirmed in Illinois yet, but conditions are favorable. They say toxins from the algae can lead to rashes, vomiting, and coughing. Health officials say if you think you've come into contact with the blue-green algae, rinse off with clean water.
Another surgery next year. And over in sports, Eastern Illinois football is no longer on a bye, but they have to resume play on the road.
But first, the Coast County rivalry meets the volleyball courts as the Trojans battle the Green Wave. Thanks for watching. I'll have your WEIU Sports Watch report after the break. Topping the sports news tonight, Mattoon and Charleston meet once again, but this time on the volleyball courts. The Green Wave entered Tuesday's game at 10-7 and played like a team above 500, winning in straight sets against the Trojans. 25-16, 25-15 is the final, as Charleston drops to 5-9 on the year. Both teams are in action tomorrow, with the Trojans headed to Mount Zion and Mattoon hosting Taylorville. At Eastern Illinois, the Panthers are 2-0 in conference play after a weekend sweep, and now they travel to Edwardsville, who split 2 tough matches against JSU and Tennessee Tech. EIU enters at 7-9 overall, while the Cougars are 3-9. First serve is at 6, with the OVC Player of the Week, Allie Houston, leading the way up the middle for the Panthers. Eastern then heads to Tennessee Saturday for a matchup against Belmont. Sticking with Eastern, but a different sport, Panther football returns to action this weekend. EIU comes off a bye last week and now travels to Austin Peay, looking for their first win of the season. The Panthers also started last season 0-3 and opened Ohio Valley Conference play against the Governors at home. That game ended in a 56-point Eastern win. Overall, the Panthers have won 6 straight against Austin Peay, and they will try to make it 7 on Saturday. In Major League Baseball, the Cardinals only need 1 win in today's doubleheader against the Pirates to clinch the NL Central crown. It'll have to come in the night game after Pittsburgh jumped on St. Louis's Michael Wacha in the 4th inning, touching them all for a grand slam and a 5-1 lead. The bright spot of the game came in the 8th inning, with Cardinals pitcher Adam Wainwright making his first appearance since rupturing his Achilles in April. He gave up 1 run in relief on 2 hits in the 8-2 loss, but he will likely be available in the bullpen throughout the postseason, similar to 2006. The second chance for St. Louis to clinch comes tonight with first pitch at 6. And finally in sports, the Charleston boys soccer played Effingham to a tie, 2 games removed from their upset win over Mattoon. 1-1 was the final as the Trojans head home tomorrow against Taylorville. But that's all for sports. Jesse, back to you. Recapping tonight's top story, the Illinois State Police are once again reaching out to the public for information on a 2-year-old Clark County death investigation. Police say on October 18, 2013, a deceased female was found on the Interstate 70 exit ramp in Casey. Police say the victim is a white female in her 20s or 30s with black hair. The woman stood approximately 5 feet 3 inches tall, weighed approximately 140 pounds, and had no tattoos. Investigators are asking for anyone with information regarding the possible identity of the woman to contact the Illinois State Police.
Worldwide. Well, today's sunshine definitely gets my stamp of approval.
Yeah, it really sounds like sunny skies for the rest of the week, right, Lacey?
That's right. And with all the sunshine, we also have to remember that now we've hit fall. We're going to start losing everybody happy.
All right, the temperatures are falling. You know what else I saw falling? The leaves. I
That's right. And as soon as it gets a little bit colder, they should start falling a lot more.
Well, thanks you guys, and thank you for joining us tonight. You can always follow us on our website or through our Facebook and Twitter pages.
Newswatch would love to come to your community, so if events are happening, let us know by dropping us an email at news@weiu.net.
Have a good night and join us again tomorrow here on the area's only local newscast on PBS.